Hello everyone, it is Paige Severe and I am so excited to have you be a part of this under eye masterclass. I am going to give everyone just a second to hop on. And okay, I don't know why this keeps pinning this weird comment. We're just gonna delete that, hold on. Maybe. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, let me just go to my computer here really quick, make sure I am live in the right group. Okay, yes, I am, great. Okay, awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and tag you guys in this. Sorry for the replay viewers, you can probably just skip ahead. And let's see. Oh, it's not gonna let me tag you. Okay, that's okay. All right, so I am so excited to share with you everything I know about how to help you improve your under eyes. And I felt like it was really important that we worked backwards, right? And what I mean by that is I've never been someone who believes in like short fixes or quick fixes. I mean, yes, makeup is actually like a quick fix. I guess I shouldn't say that. What I mean is I want to give you a long-term solution to the things that you are frustrated with. So if you are watching me live, if you would just put in the comments below, or if you're catching this on the replay, just put in the comments below what you are struggling with specifically with your under eyes, what you would love to see change with your under eyes, or even just, you know, something that's happened with age that's been frustrating. I really want to make sure that I support you guys and help you as much as I can. And the way that I'm going to be able to do that is through your interaction and your comments. Okay, that's what this little intimate group is for, so I can really give you guys that support that you need. Okay, so sorry, I'm a little kind of all over the place. So the first thing I want to talk about is how important it is to take care of your body internally. And I'm not going to try and sound like your mom, but through all of my years of research, specifically for like helping women with their under eyes, I have discovered that so much of what you do on the inside is reflected on the outside. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'm actually doing this whole 30-day inflammation reset, which I can share more about that in a post if you want. But basically there's so many things that can cause inflammation in the body, and inflammation in your body is going to show up in dehydration underneath the eyes. So you might see more fine lines or wrinkles. It's going to show up as puffiness. You might have a little bag right here. Hi Dama, it can show up as dark circles, right? It's not just lack of sleep. Now there's a few, variations to this, but one of the biggest things that we can do to actually improve our skin overall and our under eyes is what we do internally. So that's kind of the first thing I want to address. And I actually there's this skincare powerhouse drink recipe that I'm going to give you guys that is something you could do a couple of times a week in the morning or whenever you want to just kind of help with detoxing your liver, which ultimately is going to help improve your skin. Okay, so let me just look at my notes here. I wrote down my notes so I wouldn't forget. So there's a few things I want to talk about that you can do to help support internally, okay? And one of those things is olive oil and lemon. You guys might have heard of this or seen this, but this is so good for liver function, bile flow, just overall helping to detox your pathways, which is all going to help improve this right here, okay? So you just do like a tablespoon of olive oil, a squeeze of half a lemon, and just down the hatch. I try to do that as often as I can remember, just every morning before I eat my food. That's the key. If you can do it on an empty stomach, you're gonna have even better results. So, and I just wanna note too, I'm going to put all of this in a post for you guys. So don't feel like you have to take notes or remember any of this. And I also, just side note, I want to encourage you to just pick one thing from each live that you would love to implement. Like, I don't want this to be an overwhelming class for you. I want this to feel like, okay, this is awesome. I can do this. This is something that really applies to me and I really want to implement this in my life. Okay, so that's one way that we can support internally. The second way is obviously hydration. And you guys have probably seen me talk about it on my Instagram stories. But I am a huge fan of instant hydration electrolytes because they are so clean and they have very, very low metals in them, which a lot of electrolytes tend to have a high level of metals. So it's really good. There's actually a post by a doctor who studied like the top 35 electrolyte brands, and instant hydration was like one of the top 3 that he chose. So try to get your water intake. I always tell people, before you drink your coffee or your caffeine, try to drink a bunch of water. Like that, you will be so surprised how much that will change the darkness under your eyes when you can hydrate properly. So not just water, but actually getting your trace minerals and getting a little bit of that sea salt. Okay, and then the next thing I want to talk about is anti-inflammatory foods. Now, I'm like especially passionate about this right now because I am doing that 30-day reset. But with anti-inflammatory foods, there's certain foods that you don't have to do this whole 30-day reset that I'm doing, okay? Don't want to overwhelm you. But there's a few things you can focus on. So berries are really good anti-inflammatory, antioxidants. Leafy greens, anything that's really dark, you know, like collard greens, broccoli, spinach, things like that. High quality fats. So instead of like seed oils, use olive oil, avocado, and then wild fish. And then just try to reduce your processed foods, seed oils, and excess sugar. Now, I know you're probably like, I'm not here for a health lesson page. I'm here to improve my under eyes. But again, my goal is to help you have a long-term result. And I'm telling you, what you put in on the inside is what reflects on the outside. Like oftentimes when you look at people who have really great skin, they tend to be doing a lot of these things that they might just not talk about, or you might just not actually realize is contributing to the outward appearance. So that's number 3. And then number 4 is supporting your gut health. Your gut health is, you know, the brain of your body. Like literally, if your gut is not happy, it's gonna show up in your face. It can show up as rosacea. It can show up as excess redness. It can show up as breaking out. It can show up as puffiness. That's the key. So obviously eating more fermented foods, fiber, fresh fruits and vegetables, whole foods, all of that. Inflammation in the gut inevitably ends up somewhere in the face. So if you can support your gut, it's naturally just going to help improve your skin and your overall facial appearance as well. Okay, and then the last thing I wanted to talk about is magnesium. I am like huge on magnesium. It helps reduce inflammation, water retention, and stress, which can overall impact your lymph system, which is what I'm going to show you next, these lymph exercises. I have a few magnesium supplements that I love, or I guess one that I really love and I use often, but I can give you some different recommendations. And again, I'll make a post for that so you don't have to remember. Okay, but those are kind of the main things. And then the last thing I wanted to touch on with internal skincare is I am a big fan of OTP's internal skincare, specifically IO1. I actually just ran out of it, otherwise I would show you the bottle I have. But you just do like a little bit of that every single day, and that specifically has really high amounts of vitamin C. It's really good for immunity, and it's just really good for the liver. It does a little bit of detoxing for you also. So, you know, do as much as you can just naturally. You don't have to have these internal supplements, but if you want something that can support you and kind of maximize your efforts, that would be an internal supplement that I would recommend you taking. Okay, so let's move on to the lymph system. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of wishing I would have done this on Zoom so I could like see your guys' faces and get a little bit more of your reactions. But please, like, put any thoughts or questions in the comments. I want this to be more interactive versus me just like talking at you. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you about 2 different types of exercises. Well, an exercise that you can do in the morning and an exercise that you can do at night to help improve your lymphatic system. And why is that important? Your lymph system is control so much of what is going on in the face, especially under the eyes. Your lymph system is your waste system, right? We all know this, but it doesn't have like a self-regulating pump. Like your lymph cannot move unless you move it. So whether it be through exercise and then actually opening up your lymph nodes. And what I've learned over the years with lymphatic drainage, all that stuff specifically, is that it actually matters the order in which you do things. You want to make sure that you're opening up your lymph nodes in the right order. So the first one I want to talk about, this is like a core lymph exercise. This comes from Dr. Perry Nicholson's, and he calls it the Big Six. And you might have seen this, maybe some of you have not. But I'm just going to kind of walk you through what this looks like. And I'm just in my bathroom. I have this little microphone so that it's not too echoey, and I'm praying that it's not. Maybe someone could tell me in the comments, like, yeah, it's super echoey or it sounds okay. Because I'm gonna need to clip this little microphone on my necklace or something, maybe my shirt, while I show you these, and hopefully you can still hear me okay. Let's see, let me try this. Hold on 1 second. Okay, can you guys hear me okay? Facebook also is not showing me any of your comments. Oh my gosh, I just went to my computer and I saw that someone left a comment. Okay, so this first exercise I'm gonna show you is what you want to do in the morning. This is really gonna get your lymphatic system going in the morning. Do it like first thing when you wake up. You could do it in the shower, just like habit stack, right? Like add it to something you're already doing. I feel like that's the easiest way to create consistent health routines. So the first thing you're going to do is, oh gosh, I hope you can hear me and that this isn't sounding weird. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna open up this area. So above and below the collarbone. And you can just do like this, you can do like tapping. I don't know, I feel like massage is the easiest way to go. You don't need to press super hard. Gosh, hopefully this is like not making my mic sound weird. Maybe I'll just do it with one hand. I'm really worried about that. Okay, so you're just gonna massage. Do this for about each thing I'm gonna show you, just do for about 20 to 30 seconds each. So we're going to just slowly massage above. You can kind of do like these little like scissor movements, but just above and below. And then our next is we're gonna go under the jaw and the sides of the neck. So I like to just kind of come like, hold on, let me actually put my hair up real quick so you guys can see what I'm doing. This will make it a little easier. Because the next one is going to be facial. Okay, is that better? I think that's better. All right, here, then we're gonna come here, just kind of come underneath the ears like so, and just kind of come down the neck all the way. Again, you're gonna do this for about 20 to 30 seconds. And then you can kind of come, like I like to take my knuckles like this. And I'm usually doing this in the morning. I'll put like even a little bit of oil on my face and my neck just to help it glide a little smoother. I usually don't have makeup on. I should have taken my makeup off for this live. Okay, so like that. And then you're gonna come underneath the armpits on each side, 20 to 30 seconds. Again, you want to make sure you do it in this exact order. And then you want to do your belly button. So you're going to come just right above your belly button, right on your belly button, and just kind of massage like so. In circular motions, you can kind of like push down like that. And then the next one you want to do is your groin area. So, sorry, gotta get way back here. So you're just going to come like right here. And just kind of rub up and down in the groin area. And then you want to come behind the knees. So just come like, I don't know if you guys can see this, just right underneath the kneecaps. And you're just going to massage that area for 20 to 30 seconds. Okay? So we've got the collarbone above and below, the neck, kind of the jaw down to the neck, like so. Then we're gonna do the armpits, then the belly, then behind the knees. Hold on, did I miss anything? Let me just make sure. Oh no, belly, groin, then your knees. Got it. Okay, so this is the morning one. Again, like this should only take a couple minutes. Just do it in the shower. Do it when you're just getting out of bed, whatever works best for you. And this is just gonna get your lymph going. You can do about 10 reps for each thing, which I feel like is usually about 20 seconds. And this is just gonna help with overall inflammation, just get everything moving. And then, oh, I forgot to add, it's really helpful if you can then pair this with some sort of rebounding. So whether you have like a rebounding trampoline, those vibration plates, or honestly just going for a walk. Like a 20-minute walk is gonna do the same thing that any of those things are doing, or even just like jumping up and down. Those are all gonna be great things you can do. I'm telling you, you will be so surprised by the changes you start to see in your face just by doing some of these simple things. Okay, and then the one that you want to do, this is more of your facial lymphatic. So this is gonna be from the collarbone up. I'm gonna show you this exercise. And this is something, this is something that you want to do every night before you go to bed. So do it after you do your skincare or before, whatever works best for you. And you're gonna do about 20 to 30 seconds of each of these points that I'm gonna show you. And again, the order in which you do this is really important. So I'm going to, hold on, click this on. And so with this one, we're gonna start kind of like just cross your hands and go like so. Hope this is not making weird noises for you guys. Okay, and then we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna come down the sides of the neck, under the jawline, just however you wanna do it. Like you can massage like this, you can do the knuckles, whatever works best for you. And then just kind of come around the ears, up here on the sides, and then come down like that. Then we're gonna come right here along your jawline. You can like take your palms and kind of go like that. Take your fingers, whatever's most comfortable for you. Then we're just gonna come like right above the lip area. And then we're gonna come to the bottom of the nose. And we're doing really light pressure. It should feel like, you know, you touching your eye. You don't wanna be like gouging your skin. So under the nose, then just kind of work your way up to right here, in the inner corners. And then you can kind of come around the brows. I like to actually take my knuckles when I don't have my makeup on and I just kind of do this. Feels really good. Okay, and then, did our brows. Okay, and then your skull. So I like to just kind of like move the skull. This specifically, I'm actually gonna talk more about this in my live tomorrow about fascia release in the face because I like to do this after I do my facial exercises. But the scalp one is going to be, and the back of your neck is crucial for helping you to actually soften forehead lines. A lot of forehead lines is from just tension in the back of the neck and the scalp being too tight. And then that's straining the muscles and it's creating deeper lines. So if you want to smooth the forehead too, this is going to be a great exercise for you. So, okay, where were we? Sorry, I got sidetracked. So scalp, we're just going to massage the scalp, do this for a good 20, 30 seconds. Then we're gonna go to the back of the neck to the occipital, and you're just gonna take your fingers and kind of pull down like this. Okay. Honestly, it like feels so nice, so relaxing. And then kind of just come back to this chest area. And that's it. That's your nighttime routine. So do you want me to go? I can go through this again, actually. We'll do a little refresher. Okay, so we're gonna start above and below the collarbone, just like the first one, the neck, under the jaw, the sides of like on the actual jaw, up towards the ear. Then we're gonna come to the ear, down like so. Then we're gonna come to the mouth area, bottom of the nose, all the way up, brows. You can even do the temples. I forgot the temples. I like to do the temples too. Temples. Then the scalp, then the back of the neck. Okay, so that is your morning and your afternoon routine, or your morning and your evening routine. Gosh, you guys, I can't talk today. And seriously, if you just do that for a couple of weeks, I'm actually going to put together a little 21-day challenge at the end so that you guys can track your progress and create like a little accountability chat for anyone who wants to opt into this. And we're all gonna do this together. We're gonna do the AM lymphatic support, the PM, along with the facial exercises, and see what happens over these 21 days. So, okay, let me just check my notes really quick. Okay, I think that was everything I wanted to touch on tonight. Again, I'm kind of building each day onto the next day, and I hope that this was helpful for you guys, and I really hope that it's something that you can see that it will impact just your under eyes so much more. Like, yes, we love makeup, we love a good under eye method, but I really truly want you guys to love your under eyes without makeup too. I want you to feel like you don't have to wear so much makeup because you just feel so much better about how they look and how your skin looks in general. You know, this is gonna affect your energy, your mood, your overall skin, not just your under eyes, but they all specifically will help with a lot of those issues. So anyway, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. Feel free to DM me too, or just even post in the group if there's something specifically that you want support with. But like I said, I will make a post of everything I go over in each of these lives, and I will tag you guys in that. And then I will see you here tomorrow at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. I'm sorry, I should put that in like Pacific, Central, and Eastern as well. 5 p.m. tomorrow. This is gonna be a good one, okay? Tomorrow we are going to be talking specifically about fascia release and facial exercises. I think that's right. I hope I didn't just give you the wrong schedule. Either way, meet me back here at 5 p.m. tomorrow. And if you have any questions in the meantime, just let me know. Okay, thank you guys for joining, and I'll see you later. Bye.